Hello everybody, this is T.K. Tiwari, KB1 Jhansi. The topic for today's discussion is matter waves, wave nature of particles. We know that light radiation has dual nature. That is, it sometimes behaves like a wave and sometimes as a particle. The universe is made of particles and radiations. Since nature loves symmetry, so both particles and radiations must be symmetrical. In 1924, the French scientist Louis Victor de Broglie put forward the hypothesis that material particle in motion should display wave-like properties. If radiations show dual nature, so should matter. So particles like electron, proton, and neutrons, etc. should exhibit wave nature when they are in motion. So the wave associated with material particles in motion are called matter waves or de Broglie waves, and their wavelength is called de Broglie wavelength. Now we come on de Broglie equation for a material particle. So students, we consider a photon as a particle of mass m, and the energy associated with it is given by, we all know, Einstein mass energy relation, E is equal to mc square, where E is energy, m is the mass, and c is the speed of light. Using Planck's theory, which states every quantum of a wave has a discrete amount of energy, given by Planck's equation, E is equal to h nu, where E is energy, h is Planck constant, and nu is the frequency. De Broglie believed particles and wave have the same traits. He hypothesized that the two energies would be equal, that is mc square is equal to h nu. And since real particles do not travel at the speed of light, de Broglie substituted velocity v for the speed of light c, hence mv square is equal to h nu. Since h nu is equal to mc square, and for the particles mv square is equal to h nu. Through the equation, de Broglie substituted v is equal to, since v is equal to nu lambda, so nu is equal to v upon lambda. So de Broglie substituted v upon lambda for nu and arrived at the final expression that relates wavelength and particles with the speed. So mv square is equal to h, in place of nu it is v upon lambda. So it comes out to be lambda is equal to h nu upon mv square or h upon mv, where lambda is equal to h upon mv means h upon p, where momentum p is equal to m into v. This mv is the momentum. So this is the de Broglie wavelength. Lambda is equal to h upon p. Now we come on Davison-Germer experiment to verify de Broglie hypothesis of wave nature of a moving particle like electron. So Davison and Germer experiment for the first time proved the wave nature of electrons and verified the de Broglie wavelength. As said earlier, theoretically the wavelength of electron accelerated through a potential V volt is given by lambda is equal to this one. Lambda is equal to 12.23 upon root V angstrom unit. This is the theoretically calculated wavelength for electron when electrons are accelerated through 54 volt. Then lambda is equal to 12.23 upon root 54, and this comes out to be 1.66 angstrom unit. The measured wavelength by Davison and Germer experiment was found to be lambda is equal to 1.65 angstrom unit as the same potential 54 volt, which is close to the estimated value from de Broglie hypothesis. So this proves the existence of the de Broglie waves.